So, all right, so can you see, I'm just curious, can you see my
Yes.
screen? Okay, perfect. Then I'm just gonna hide that for a second and okay. So just as a review for those of you who haven't been here before, my name is Denise Schurr, and I am the reading teacher here at Vaughn Elementary. This is my 14th year teaching and my 3rd year teaching reading as the reading teacher. So I just wanted to share a little bit about me. And at the last parent meeting, it was all about phonemic awareness, which are pre-reading skills that build up to student readiness for beginning reading. And we're going to build off of that today. So phonemic awareness is like the base of where we begin with reading. And then we just build on knowing your letters and sounds, and then reading CBC words, which is what we're going to end with today. So just as a quick review, phonemic awareness is hearing and speaking the words. So it's the ability to hear, say, and manipulate the sounds in spoken words. And it's important because students who are able to identify phonemes or sounds in words quickly are able to read more fluently. So just as a review from last time, there are 5 phonemic awareness levels that you can practice at home with your students. The first one is rhyming. So like cat and hat, they both say at. Fun, sun, they both say un. Jet, wet, they both say et. It's where 2 words say a similar ending sound. So it's the vowel and ending sound that are the same. Then there's also alliteration, which is when words have the same beginning sound. So like with the word bee, bat, ball, they all say the b sound. Then there's sentence segmenting, which is hearing words in a sentence. So if you had the sentence, the dog sat on the log, just being able to break that apart and count the words. The dog sat on the log has 6 words in the sentence. Then there's syllable blending, where you break words apart into the vowel sounds. Like with the word window, you can break it apart into win-dough, which are the 2 vowel sounds in that word. And then the last thing was segmenting, where if you take the word stop, you break it apart into each individual sound. So st, ah, and blend it together, stop. So today we are going to move on, and we're going to build on that and talk a little bit about letter sound correspondence, which is just knowing the letters and sounds in words, and then also CBC words. I'm going to pause really quickly to quickly just share with you that at the last meeting, I shared some rhyming activities that you could do at home. These were some alliteration activities where you had the letter and all the pictures have the sounds that go along with that letter. And there were also some syllable practices where you could say the word cake. Cake has 1 syllable. Toothbrush, toothbrush has 2 syllables. So there's some games in here that you can play. And I think there's also a blending game in here. But if you want any of these activities, there is a packet up front in the office. You just have to come in and you can ask for the parent packet, and you can have some of the phonemic activities. I am also going to have some activities for you to practice at home with your student. We have letter sounds and CBC word practice that I'll share with you in just a minute. But I just wanted to let you know there is practice up in the office for that. So we're going to move on, and we're going to talk a little bit about what students need before they can read their CBC words. So before students can begin to segment and blend CVC words, which are called consonant vowel consonant words or short vowel words. They need to be able to identify the letters in the alphabet and the letter sounds. So once they have most of their letter names and letter sounds, then they would be ready to start decoding words. So some good activities to help students learn letters and sounds are, of course, learning the alphabet song, learning the letters in their first and last name. Usually students learn those letters first because they're spelling their names constantly every day at school. Pointing out letters on signs. So when you go out and you're driving down the street and you see the stop sign, oh, what's the first letter in stop? What's the last letter in stop? What are the middle letters in stop? So just pointing those things out as you see them as you're out and about is another good way to practice those. Again, we do have some alphabet worksheets and flashcards that you can also use. I'm going to show a few of those right now. So one thing that I've included in the packet is our Vaughn sound card. On the sound card, it has all the letters. The vowels are red, so A, E, I, O, and U are all red. And then the rest of the letters are consonants and they're blue. So students can say the name of the letter A and then say the keyword apple. And whatever the keyword is, that is the sound that the letter makes. So A, apple, ah. B, boy, b. C, cat, k. So students can also get extra practice with letters and sounds from the Vaughn sound card. I've included some fill in the blank missing alphabet letters practice. There are several different missing letter worksheets that you can try at home. So that would be another good way to practice the alphabet. So those are included in the packet. And then I'm going to hop on over here again to talk a little bit more about CVC words. So as you can see, learning to read is a progression. So we start with the phonemic awareness, and then we go to letters and sounds, and then we're ready to start reading some of the short vowel words. So we're going to talk a little bit about that right now. So CVC words are short vowel words that students can sound out. When we say short vowel words, we're talking about the letters A, E, I, O, and U. Those are our vowels. And their short sound is the sound that they make, like at the beginning of these words, like apple, ah, egg, eh, igloo, octopus, ah, umbrella, So CVC words are going to be these basic words that are typically 3 or they can be 4 letters long, and they have the different vowel sounds in the middle. So cat is a short A word, red is a short E word, big is a short I word, hop is a short O word, bun is a short U word. So these are the types of words that we want students to be able to blend and sound out. So in order to help them practice this, we have a few activities that your students can try at home. The first activity that we have is breaking up words into their sounds. And they do that by tapping out the sounds that you hear in the words and blend them together. So for this picture, this is a picture of a pan. So then I would tap out each sound. So it would be p and pan is the word. And I'm going to pop out of here and just show you again as part of the packet some of those activities, what they look like. So, and they have the different vowel sounds in them. So like with the word bug, you have this short U sound. So we would tap out each sound that we hear in bug. B, g, bug. For the word hat, we tap out each sound. At, hat. fish, ish, fish. So students can just get familiar with breaking words apart into their sounds. And then we also have CVC word puzzles. So this would be an activity where you can match the letters with the sounds and the words with the letters. So you'd have the picture of the dad, and then you have the word dad, and you can cut that apart and mix up the letters and have the student practice putting the letters together back in the right order. So I had an example of that, and I put it down. So I don't have it all for you ready to see, but it's in the packet again. You can just cut apart on the lines and then mix up the letters and then have the student say the sounds. Duh, D goes first. Ah, A goes next. Duh goes last. So just practicing knowing the letters and the sounds that they hear and matching those up to spell the words. And actually, I wanted to show you a little bit about that because we have different puzzles. So in the packet, you have puzzles for short A words, dad, bag, jam. Get them all in there. Can would be another one. And then you also have words for short E, leg, peg, pen, and 10. Short I, mix, pin, win, and zip at the very bottom. Short O would be cop, mop, pop, and top. And short U is jug, cut, gum, and tucks. So your student, and I would just suggest picking one vowel sound to do at a time. So if you're going to work on short U, I would just do the short U words. If you want to work on short I, just do the short I words so that the students are able to get each one of those vowel sounds solid before they go on to the next one. All right. And then the last activity is a writing activity. So with this, we want students to not only be able to hear the sounds and read the letters, but we also want them to be able to write. So we want them to be able to write the sounds that they hear in words. So again, for the parent packet that is up in the front office, you can do some different activities with writing. So for this first activity, it says color the word that matches the picture. So you're going to have a picture of a dog, and then you're going to take a look at all of the 3 words and say them. Dog, log, fog. Dog matches, so I would color in, and they can use crayons or markers, color pencils, whatever you have at home. They can just color in the word that matches. And we also have an activity that is another coloring activity where they have 2 different words, lip or lid. The arrow is pointing to the lip. So I'm going to color in the word lip. And again, they can use whatever you have at home. If you just want to color it shaded in with a pencil, you can, or if they want to use colors, they could do that too. We also have a CVC word scramble. So you say the name of the picture. Here are all the letters, but they're in a mixed up order. So you have to think about which sound you hear first. So with the word cat, I hear a k, k. I know that's a C. Ah, I know that's the A. So I would write A. T, I know that's the T. I'm going to write cat. So I say the word, I say the sounds, and I write the sounds. And we have the other words are pan and map, bag, hat, tap. And then we have the short A match. So match the short A words to the pictures. So you have at the very bottom a word bank, and you're going to match the words with the picture. So my first word down here is hat. So I'm going to look for the picture of the hat, and then I'm just going to copy and put the word up in there, hat. And then I'm going to cross it off my list. I'm going to go on to the next one, which is mat. So I'm going to look through all of my pictures until I find the mat, and then I can just copy the word mat onto my paper. So those are just a couple of our the activities that are in our parent packet that are available in our front office. Okay, so I think I accidentally hit the wrong button. I'm going to try and go back to our slideshow over here. And I wanted to give some time for any questions. If anybody has any questions that you'd like answered, I'd be happy to do that now. I'm going to stop my screen sharing. And I can take any questions.
Okay, Denise, I guess no questions.
Questions? Okay, then I'll just quickly share that our next meeting would be on, I think we changed the date for that to November 5th at 10 o'clock. So, and we will be talking about blends, which are when we have two consonants together at the beginning of a word, like in the word stop, you have the S and the T together. So that will be the topic that we discuss then. And I'm going to sneak out because I have another group that I need to meet with. But if you have any questions at any point in time, feel free to email me or you can call me.
Thank you.